Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you work, the numbers in your bank account never seem to reflect the effort, the sweat, the sacrifice you put in? You wake up early, push yourself through the day, and still when you look at your finances, something inside you whispers, is this all I'm meant for? That whisper is not weakness. That whisper is the voice of destiny, reminding you that you were not created to struggle endlessly, but to rise, to expand, to receive abundance that aligns with your true purpose. Right now, at this very moment, there is a shift preparing to enter your life, and it is bigger than you can imagine. For too long, you may have believed the lie that money only flows to the lucky, or to the powerful, or to those born with connections. But the truth is, life has seasons. And just as a tree cannot hold back its air and message stream, you have been asking for a breakthrough, and sometimes the weight of waiting can feel unbearable. You see others prosper, you see doors opening for people around you, and part of you wonders if you've been forgotten. But listen closely, delay is not denial. What feels like silence is often preparation. There are seasons when life hides you, not because you're unworthy, but because you're being positioned. You are not behind, you are being set up for something that will be so sudden, so undeniable, that it will shock even you. Think of how seeds work. They are buried in darkness, unseen, unnoticed, pressed down by dirt. From the outside, it looks like nothing is happening, but deep beneath the surface, life is forming, roots are growing, strength is building. That is where you are right now. The struggle you feel, the long nights of questioning, the financial battles, the pressure, it's all part of the unseen growth. And just like a seed, you are about to break through the soil into a new season of visible increase. You ask for change, but change is never comfortable. It breaks patterns, it shifts identities, it dismantles the familiar. That's why it often feels like loss before it feels like gain. You've been stretched, you've been challenged, and you've been tested. But pressure does not destroy what is meant to last, it refines it. Diamonds are not created in comfort. Gold is not purified without fire. And wealth that lasts is not built without endurance. Do not underestimate the power of alignment. When you shift your inner posture, everything around you begins to move. Fear says it will never happen. Faith says it's already on the way. Scarcity says there's not enough. Abundance says the supply never runs out. Right now, you stand between two voices, and whichever you choose to believe will shape your reality. If you lean into fear, you will shrink. If you lean into faith, you will rise. Your account may look empty today, but emptiness is the perfect stage for overflow. Think about it. How can something overflow if it is already full? Emptiness is not a curse, it is a canvas. It is the place where the miraculous can be painted, where unexpected provision can show up. What you call lack may actually be space being cleared for something larger than you've imagined. You must let go of the belief that wealth is out of your reach. Wealth is not only for the chosen few, it is not locked behind doors you can never open. Wealth responds to mindset, to energy, to faith, to resilience. The difference between those who stay stuck and those who step into abundance is not luck. It is choice. The choice to rise every day with expectation. The choice to speak possibility even when the evidence is thin. The choice to act in courage when fear screams louder. Right now, you are closer to breakthrough than you think. Sometimes the moment just before transformation feels like the heaviest. That's because resistance is strongest right before release. The walls seem highest just before they fall. The burden feels greatest just before it lifts. If you hold on, if you refuse to quit, if you keep pressing forward, you will see what has been prepared for you. There's a divine shift about to touch your life, and it will not just trickle in, it will flood in. And when it comes, you will understand why you had to endure the waiting, the stretching, the testing. You will see that the delay was not punishment, it was protection. You will realize that what is about to hit your account is not random, it is right on time. There is a reason why some doors stay closed, even when you knock with all your strength. It wasn't rejection, it was redirection. The opportunities that slipped away, the plans that collapsed, the people who walked out, they were not accidents. They were the universe's way of clearing your path so you could step into something greater. If you had settled for what you thought you wanted, you would have missed what was being prepared for you. Closed doors are not the end of your story. They are the evidence that you are being guided to something far beyond what you could see. Every delay has a design. You may not understand it in the moment, but hidden inside the waiting is wisdom. Think about the times you wanted something too quickly. You weren't ready. Your skills weren't sharp enough. Your mindset wasn't strong enough. If the blessing had arrived then, it might have slipped right through your hands. What feels like a pause is actually protection. What feels like silence is often strategy. And when the right time arrives, nothing will be able to block it. This is why you cannot measure your life by the timeline of others. Comparison is poison. It blinds you to your own journey and convinces you that you are behind. But you are not behind. You are being aligned. Your pace is your purpose. The timing of your life is precise, and every setback you face has been a setup for the breakthrough that is coming. When it arrives, you will realize that you didn't miss your moment. Your moment has been waiting for you. Fear tells you that scarcity is permanent, that the struggle will last forever, but that is a lie designed to chain your potential. Scarcity is not who you are. It is only where you are, and where you are can change. What you see right now is not the final picture. What you hold in your account today is not the limit of what can be deposited tomorrow. Life can shift in an instant, and all it takes is one decision, one opportunity, one open door for everything to change. But here's the truth. Breakthrough responds to belief. You cannot wait for abundance while speaking words of lack. You cannot expect overflow while carrying a mindset of fear. Your words are seeds, and your beliefs are soil. If you plant doubt, you will harvest delay. If you plant faith, you will harvest increase. Speak to your life as if what you desire is already on its way. Act as if the doors are already swinging open. Walk as if you are already chosen. Because when your inner world shifts, your outer world cannot resist. You have endured nights of uncertainty, mornings of worry, and days of questioning. Yet here you are, still standing. That resilience is proof that you are built for more. Do not forget that storms do not last forever, but they always leave the ground richer. The trials that try to break you have been watering the soil of your destiny. And soon, that soil is going to produce something abundant, something lasting, something undeniable. Get ready, because what is forming is bigger than a quick fix. This is not about a temporary deposit. This is about a shift in your life, a turning point that will bring stability, growth, and overflow. When it happens, it won't just surprise others, it will surprise you. And you will know that every closed door, every delay, and every trial was leading you right here. The energy you carry right now is shaping the reality you will walk into tomorrow. If your mind is filled with fear, you will see obstacles everywhere. But if your spirit is anchored in faith, opportunities will begin to reveal themselves in places you never expected. Life does not simply give you what you want, it mirrors what you believe. And this is why your inner shift is so critical. The world outside you cannot transform until the world inside you does first. Think about how many times doubt has stolen from you. It whispered that you weren't ready, that you weren't worthy, that nothing would ever change. And because you listened, you held back, you hesitated, you missed moments that could have propelled you forward. But you don't have to keep repeating that pattern. Doubt is loud, but it is not truth. Fear is strong, but it is not final. The voice of limitation is not your destiny. You were created for more, and deep down you know it. The shift begins when you stop agreeing with lack and start aligning with abundance. When you wake up and choose to see possibilities instead of problems. When you decide that no matter what your account looks like today, you will not let it define your future. You are more powerful than your current circumstances. You are more capable than your past mistakes. And you are closer to breakthrough than your doubts want you to believe. Every day you have a choice. You can live as if nothing will change, or you can live as if change is already in motion. One mindset keeps you trapped in cycles. The other mindset pulls you toward freedom. This is why faith feels uncomfortable. It requires you to act before you see the evidence. It asks you to trust the process when the results aren't visible yet. But those who dare to believe without proof are the ones who see doors open that others can't even imagine. Your future does not need permission from your past. Your tomorrow is not chained to yesterday's failures. Just because you've struggled does not mean you are doomed to stay there. In fact, the very pain you've endured is preparing you to manage the blessing that's coming. What once broke you will now strengthen you. What once limited you will now launch you. The same energy that was working against you is about to work for you, because nothing is wasted when destiny is at work. You must carry yourself like someone who already knows increase is on the way. Speak as if your life is already expanding. Walk as if doors are already opening. Think as if provision is already flowing. The more you embody the reality you desire, the faster it will move towards you. This is not wishful thinking. It is alignment. And alignment is what attracts abundance. Get ready, because the shift is not just about money. It is about transformation. It is about becoming the kind of person who can handle the weight of overflow without being crushed by it. The breakthrough that is coming is not random. It is strategic. It is not temporary. It is lasting. And when it hits your life, it will not just change your balance. It will change your identity. You will no longer see yourself as someone who hopes for more. You will know yourself as someone who lives in more. The moment you begin to believe that abundance is your natural state, everything around you starts to respond differently. Doors that once seemed locked begin to crack open. Ideas you never considered suddenly appear in your mind. People who can help you move forward are drawn into your path. This is not coincidence. It is alignment. When your energy shifts, your environment shifts with it. What you carry inside determines what you attract outside. That is why your mindset is the most valuable currency you own. Scarcity tries to convince you that you must fight for scraps, that opportunities are rare, and that life has a limit. But scarcity is a lie, and you have to stop giving it power. Look at creation itself. Oceans do not run dry. Stars do not fall from the sky. The sun does not forget to rise. The natural order of life is abundance. There is more than enough. Wealth is not disappearing. It is circulating. And when you begin to expect increase instead of fearing lack, you position yourself to receive what has always been flowing. It is not about chasing money. It is about becoming the person who attracts it effortlessly. Money follows clarity, discipline, creativity, and faith. It follows those who believe they are worthy of handling it with wisdom. If your mind is still chained to old patterns of fear and self-doubt, even sudden increase will slip away. That is why your breakthrough begins in your thinking, not just in your account. If you can hold the belief, you can hold the blessing. The power of gratitude cannot be overlooked. When you appreciate what you already have, you make space for more. Gratitude says, I am ready. Gratitude unlocks joy, and joy attracts expansion. The fastest way to shift from lack into abundance is to stop focusing on what you don't have and start valuing what is already in your hands. Gratitude turns a little into enough and enough into overflow. It shifts your energy, lifts your spirit, and keeps your heart aligned with the flow of provision. Your future does not depend on what is missing. It depends on what you choose to do with what is present. Too many people wait for the perfect conditions before they take action. They wait for the account to look better, the connections to appear, the fear to disappear. But breakthrough doesn't wait for perfect conditions. It is born in imperfect moments. It is birth when you step out, even when you feel unqualified. It is released when you take action, even with trembling hands. The miracle is not in the waiting. It is in the moving. You are not meant to live trapped in cycles of fear about bills, survival, or scarcity. You are meant to live in overflow, where money becomes a tool instead of a burden, where opportunities multiply instead of vanish, where peace replaces pressure. And this reality is closer than you realize. One shift in belief, one step in courage, one decision to align with abundance can open the floodgates. You are not being prepared for just enough. You are being prepared for more than enough. Not just survival, but stability. Not just temporary relief, but permanent transformation. The shock that is coming to your life will not be small. It will be undeniable. It will not just change what's in your account. It will change what you believe about what's possible for you. And once you step into that reality, you will never see yourself the same way again. There is a force within you that has been waiting to be unlocked, and the pressure you have felt in life has been the key to releasing it. Pressure has not been sent to crush you, but to call you higher. It has been training you to endure, to stretch, and to expand your capacity for what is about to arrive. If you had been handed everything you prayed for without this preparation, you would not have been ready to hold it. But now, through the weight of challenges and the heat of trials, you have been shaped into someone who can carry overflow without losing yourself. Your account will soon reflect the inner transformation you've been walking through. Wealth is not only about numbers, it is about becoming. It is about becoming disciplined when you used to be scattered, confident when you used to be doubtful, bold when you used to shrink back. These shifts in who you are creating shifts in what you attract. Money does not change who you are. It reveals who you already are. And right now, the strength and clarity you've gained are aligning you for increase. Do not underestimate the power of expectation. What you expect, you prepare for. What you prepare for, you attract. If you continue to expect disappointment, your mind will look for reasons to confirm it. But if you expect blessing, if you expect increase, your mind will begin to see opportunities that were always there but hidden by fear. Expectation is a magnet, and it pulls toward you what you dare to believe is possible. There is also a breaking point where cycles of lack lose their hold. Every family has patterns, every life has cycles, but you are here to interrupt them. The limitations that bound those before you do not have to bind you. You are the one chosen to change the story, to write a new chapter, to pass down a different legacy. This is why the struggle has been so intense, because you are not just fighting for yourself, you are fighting for everyone connected to you. The breakthrough in your account will ripple beyond your life and touch generations. Every vision that burns in your heart is evidence of what you are capable of manifesting. You would not have the desire if you did not also have the ability to achieve it. The gap between where you are and where you want to be is not a wall, it is a bridge. And every act of faith, every courageous decision, every moment you refuse to quit builds that bridge stronger. Soon you will find yourself walking across it into a reality that once felt impossible. Your struggle has been real, but so is your power. You have already proven that you can endure. Now it is time to prove that you can expand. The blessing that is coming will not just relieve pressure, it will establish peace. It will not just cover needs, it will create overflow. And when it arrives, you will not question whether you deserved it. Because deep down you will know you prepared for this moment all along. The shock that is about to hit your life will not just surprise your account, it will surprise your spirit. It will remind you that nothing you went through was wasted, and that everything has been leading you to this season of release. Your life is shifting, your story is changing, and abundance is about to become your new normal. The atmosphere around you is already shifting, even if your eyes cannot yet see it. What is forming in the unseen is more powerful than the evidence in front of you. Too often, people give up right before the moment of release because they let what they see convince them that nothing is happening. But the truth is that the most significant changes always begin in silence. The ground does not announce when a seed is about to break through, yet the breakthrough always comes. The invisible preparation is what makes the visible manifestation possible. You are standing in a moment where everything inside you must align with the promise that is ahead. If your thoughts continue to circle around fear, you will block what is trying to flow to you. But if your thoughts rise toward faith, you will unlock a flood of opportunities that have been waiting for you. The mind is not a small thing. It is the steering wheel of your entire life. What you focus on expands, what you believe becomes real, and what you speak begins to form. This is why your words carry so much weight. Speak fear and you multiply fear. Speak increase and you multiply increase. Every challenge you face has been designed to grow your resilience, because abundance without resilience will fade. Pressure has trained you not to crumble, not to break, not to quit. That strength you have gained is the very thing that will protect your blessing when it arrives. Without storms, you would not know how to stand strong. Without battles, you would not know how to fight for what belongs to you. But now, you have learned endurance, and endurance has prepared you for expansion. The increase coming your way is not only about your personal gain, it is also about your purpose. Money is not meant to chain you in fear. It is meant to free you to live in alignment with your calling. With financial pressure lifted, you will have the freedom to create, to give, to build, to expand. The shock about to touch your account is not just provision, it is empowerment. It will not only change what you have, it will change what you can do. Hold this truth deeply. You are not begging for scraps from life. You are aligning with the flow that has always been available to you. Scarcity taught you to shrink, but truth calls you to rise. Scarcity told you to settle, but destiny tells you to expand. You have been chosen for more, and the evidence is the very fire inside you that refuses to be quiet, even when life tried to silence it. That fire is your reminder that increase is not coming by accident. It is coming because you are destined for it. Prepare your heart, because when the shift hits, it will not be gradual. It will be sudden. One moment you will be standing where you are, and the next moment doors will open, deposits will appear, opportunities will align, and when it happens, it will feel like everything you endured was condensed into one breathtaking release. What once felt heavy will vanish, what once felt impossible will unfold, and you will step into a season where overflow becomes your reality. What is about to unfold in your life will not be ordinary because you were not created for ordinary. You have carried visions in your heart that were too big for the season you were in, but they were never too big for the future waiting on you. Those dreams were planted in you as a preview of what was coming, a glimpse of the life you are capable of building. And the struggle you endured has been shaping you into the kind of person who can handle the weight of that vision without breaking under it. There is a principle woven into the fabric of life. What you hold inside eventually shows up outside. When you carry fear, it multiplies. When you carry faith, it multiplies. When you carry worthlessness, life mirrors it back. When you carry confidence, doors begin to open in places you never imagined. This is why transformation must begin within you. Your breakthrough will not come by accident. It will come because you chose to rise in your thinking, because you chose to hold on to hope when everything around you screamed otherwise. Every tear you've shed, every night you've worried, every morning you fought to keep going has been fuel for the fire inside you. That persistence is not wasted. It is currency. It has been purchasing your breakthrough in the unseen, and now the delivery is on its way. The pain you endured was not in vain. It was shaping, strengthening, and stretching you into someone who could handle overflow. You are not fragile. You are forged. You are not broken. You are built. And that foundation is what makes you ready to receive what others may lose because they were never prepared to hold it. The wealth that is coming is not just about numbers. It is about freedom. Freedom from the constant weight of survival. Freedom from the fear of not having enough. Freedom to think bigger, to live bolder, to pursue what truly matters without being chained to lack. This freedom is not something to be feared. It is something to be embraced. Because when you are free, you can finally live in alignment with your calling. You can create without limits, give without hesitation, and move without fear. Do not underestimate the power of your persistence. Most people stop before they see results. They give up in the waiting. They collapse under the pressure. They let doubt rob them of destiny. But you have refused to quit. You have kept going when quitting would have been easier. That decision alone has already separated you from the rest. Persistence is rare, and it is rewarded. And now you are standing at the edge of that reward. The release that is coming will not trickle in, it will pour. And when it pours, you will understand why it took so long, why it felt so heavy, why it seemed so silent. You will see that every delay was orchestrated to prepare you for this moment. The abundance waiting to enter your life is not random. It is the harvest of everything you have endured, believed, and refused to let go of. It will shock you, it will lift you, and it will transform you. And once it comes, you will never again doubt that you were meant for more. The blessing about to enter your life will not arrive as something fragile or uncertain. It will come with force, with clarity, with undeniable power. It will not feel like a small adjustment. It will feel like a shift in your entire atmosphere. What once felt heavy will suddenly feel light. What once seemed impossible will suddenly become natural. This is what happens when alignment meets timing. Everything begins to move in harmony, and what was once delayed arrives without resistance. You must hold yourself ready, because abundance does not only require open hands, it requires an open mind. If your thinking remains trapped in the patterns of lack, even a flood of resources will feel temporary. You will live waiting for it to vanish. But when you expand your mindset to believe that increase is natural, then overflow becomes sustainable. This is why you must train your thoughts to rise above fear, above doubt, above old limitations. The account will reflect what the mind accepts. Every dream you have carried is a seed waiting for the right conditions to grow. And right now, the soil of your life is fertile with persistence, with endurance, with faith. That combination is unstoppable. Seeds do not question if they will grow. They simply grow when the environment is ready and you are ready. The storms have watered you, the pressure has deepened your roots, and the light is breaking through. This is your season to rise. The increase that is coming is not just for survival, it is for expansion. You are being called to expand how you see yourself, how you live, how you give, Expansion requires courage because it means stepping beyond what is comfortable. But comfort has never been your destination. You are meant for growth, for movement, for elevation. And the shock that is about to touch your life will push you higher than you have ever imagined. There is no limit on what is possible for you except the limits you choose to believe. If you continue to see yourself as unworthy, you will block what is trying to flow. But when you choose to stand in worthiness, when you choose to believe that you are ready, doors will begin to swing wide. Worthiness is not something you earn. It is something you accept. And the moment you accept that you are worthy of increase, you make space for it to arrive. Your persistence has brought you here, but your faith will carry you forward. Faith is not about ignoring reality. It is about refusing to let reality define what is possible. Faith sees beyond the numbers, beyond the obstacles, beyond the delays. Faith declares that what is unseen is greater than what is seen. And when you hold faith in your heart, you create a vibration that calls abundance toward you like a magnet. The breakthrough that is on its way will not only restore what was lost, it will multiply it. It will leave you standing in awe, not just because of what entered your account, but because of who you became in the process. You will see clearly that you were never forgotten, never abandoned, never left behind. Everything you walk through has been leading to this release, and when it comes, it will not just change your situation, it will transform your destiny. The moment you decide to fully embrace who you are and what you are capable of, life begins to rise to meet you. There is power in the posture you carry. If you walk in doubt, the world reflects hesitation, but if you walk in confidence, opportunities open where there once were walls. Confidence is not arrogance. It is alignment with truth. And the truth is that you are not small, you are not powerless, and you are not meant to scrape by. You are destined to live in overflow, and the shock that is coming to your account will be the physical confirmation of that spiritual reality. Do not be deceived into believing that your current situation defines your future. The balance you see today is not a prophecy, it is only a snapshot. And snapshots change. What looks limited today can multiply tomorrow. What feels heavy in this moment can be lifted in the next. Life has never been static. It moves, it shifts, it transforms. And the transformation waiting for you is already in motion. Just because you don't see the process doesn't mean it isn't working. The most important changes are often invisible until the moment they break through. Your responsibility now is to hold your vision steady. The mind loves to wander into fear, to replay old failures, to whisper that nothing will change. But you must silence those lies with truth. You must remind yourself daily that you are chosen for increase, that your account is not stuck, that your future is not bound. Repetition builds belief, and belief builds reality. The words you speak to yourself are building either barriers or bridges. Choose bridges. Choose words that carry you forward, words that anchor you in expectation, words that remind you that your blessing is already on the way. Gratitude will be your fuel. Even in this waiting space, you have reasons to give thanks. Every breath is a gift. Every lesson from hardship is a seed. Every moment you didn't quit is proof of your strength. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is missing to what is present. And in that shift, you open the doorway to abundance. A heart that is grateful cannot be starved. Gratitude multiplies what it touches, and when you practice it, you align yourself with the flow of more. The increase that is coming is not only about lifting burdens, it is about unlocking vision. You will begin to see yourself differently. You will no longer identify with struggle as your identity, but with victory as your truth. And when that shift happens, money will not just be a number. It will become a tool to build, to bless, to create, to leave impact. Your wealth will not stop with you. It will move through you, flowing into places that need light, into lives that need hope, into futures that need possibility. The breakthrough is not waiting on permission from your past. It is waiting on your agreement in the present. The moment you fully align your heart, your mind, and your energy with increase, the release will be unstoppable. And when it arrives, it will not just fill your account. It will fill your spirit with the undeniable truth that you were made for this moment and that nothing can hold back what is already yours. There is a strength inside you that has carried you through every season, even when you didn't recognize it. That strength has been your anchor in storms, your fuel in exhaustion, your light in the darkest places. It is the proof that you are not fragile, that you were designed to rise again and again. And now that same strength is calling you into a higher level of living. You have endured enough, learned enough, grown enough. It is time for your life to reflect the power you have cultivated within. Every limitation you once believed in is losing its grip. The doubts that told you that you weren't capable are dissolving. The lies that said abundance was for others are being broken. What is left is truth, and truth is liberating. The truth is that you are not lacking, you are not behind, and you are not forgotten. You are aligned with a flow that cannot be stopped, and soon that flow will be visible in your life. You will see it in the way opportunities align, in the way provision arrives, in the way your account multiplies without struggle. Your belief is the switch that turns potential into reality. Potential has always been inside you, but belief activates it. Every time you choose to believe in increase instead of lack, you create momentum. That momentum builds, it compounds, and it pushes you into alignment with what you desire. Doubt halts the process, but faith accelerates it. You are closer now than you have ever been, and your belief will determine how quickly the breakthrough unfolds. The weight of struggle has not been wasted. It has deepened your roots. Trees that withstand the wind develop roots that run deep into the earth, roots that cannot be shaken. That is what your challenges have done for you. They have built resilience in you that nothing can uproot. And when abundance comes, it will not overwhelm you because you will be anchored, grounded, and steady. What once would have broken you will now only strengthen you further. Your life is not meant to be a cycle of surviving. You are meant to thrive, to expand, to overflow. The increase that is about to touch your account is not about temporary relief. It is about permanent transformation. It is about rewriting your story, breaking generational cycles, and setting a new standard for what is possible in your life. You are being positioned to move from barely making it to more than enough, from pressure to peace, from lack to limitless. Lift your vision higher. Stop looking only at what is in front of you and begin to see what is waiting ahead of you. Scarcity is loud, but it is not final. Struggle is heavy, but it is not permanent. Your destiny is bigger than the challenges that have tried to hold you down. And when the shift comes, it will happen suddenly and it will happen powerfully. The abundance that is about to flow into your life will not just change your circumstances, it will awaken your identity. You will no longer wonder if you were made for more. You will know it. You will feel it. You will live it. And once you step into that reality, there will be no going back. You will carry the unshakable certainty that increase is your new normal and that the life you have been waiting for is finally here. You have carried visions in your heart that others could not see. You have spoken dreams aloud only to have them dismissed, questioned, or ignored. Yet despite the doubt of others, the vision has not died. That is proof enough that it was never given to them. It was given to you. And when God plants a vision, it is not a suggestion. It is a promise. What you have been holding on to is not fantasy. It is a preview of what is already written for your life. The reason it will not leave you is because it belongs to you. Every delay you have endured has been preparation, not punishment. What felt like doors slamming in your face were actually reroutes to protect you from wrong timing. What looked like silence was really strategy. And now, after all you have endured, the alignment is happening. You are stepping into a season where your vision and your provision will finally meet. You will no longer have to carry a dream without the resources to fulfill it. The two are about to collide, and when they do, the impact will change everything. There is power in expectation. Expectation is the magnet that draws manifestation. If you wake up defeated, you unconsciously attract defeat. But when you rise with expectation, you invite blessing. Every day you decide what energy you release, and life responds to it. When you shift from worry to faith, from lack to expectancy, from fear to trust, the atmosphere around you begins to shift as well. Suddenly, solutions appear where problems once stood, and provision arrives in places that once looked empty. Do not underestimate the power of your inner environment, your thoughts, your words, your focus. These are the seeds that determine your harvest. If you want to see abundance in your account, you must first cultivate abundance in your mind. Speak as if increase is already yours. Think as if overflow is on its way. Carry yourself as if you have already stepped into the life you desire. This is not pretending, it is preparing. It is aligning your inner world with the reality you are stepping into so that when it arrives, it does not feel foreign. Fear has tried to convince you that you are unworthy, but fear is a liar. Worthiness is not earned, it is given. You are worthy of increase because you exist. You are worthy because you are chosen. You are worthy because you are here, breathing, alive, carrying purpose. You are not asking for too much. You are not reaching beyond your limits. You are not dreaming beyond your capacity. What you are seeking is already aligned with what you were designed to receive. The life of overflow is not reserved for someone else. It has your name written on it. The shift that is coming will silence every lie. It will silence the doubts that told you to shrink. It will silence the fear that said you would never make it. It will silence the lack that tried to define your life. And in its place, you will hear clarity, assurance, and confidence. You will walk differently, think differently, and believe differently because you will know beyond all doubt that your time has come. You are on the edge of a breakthrough that will not just touch your account, but transform your spirit. This is the season where you rise into your true identity, where you step into your true inheritance, where you finally live the life that has been waiting for you all along. The season you are entering will demand a new version of you, not a weaker one, but a stronger, bolder, more decisive you. The doors that are opening will not respond to hesitation. They will respond to courage. The abundance waiting to be released into your life will not flow to fear. It will flow to faith. That is why the challenges you faced in the past were never meant to destroy you. They were designed to train you. Every trial sharpened your discernment. Every delay stretched your patience. Every loss taught you how to rise without bitterness. And now all of it has formed within you the strength required to step into overflow and actually hold it. You must understand that abundance is not only about what you receive, it is also about who you become while receiving it. If wealth arrives, but your mindset is still bound by scarcity, the increase will slip through your hands. But when wealth arrives to a heart that has learned resilience, gratitude, and responsibility, it multiplies, it grows, it builds legacy. This is why your waiting has not been wasted. You have been built into someone who can not only touch increase, but sustain it, expand it, and use it to impact lives far beyond your own. The most powerful shifts begin on the inside. Before your account reflects increase, your inner atmosphere must reflect it. If you live in a posture of lack, you will always feel empty no matter what comes. But when you shift into a posture of abundance, even small beginnings will feel like confirmation that something greater is unfolding. The more you embrace that posture, the faster opportunities are drawn to you. It is not magic, it is alignment. It is energy meeting energy, faith meeting provision, expectancy meeting reality. The universe responds to boldness. Life bends toward conviction. When you speak with certainty, when you move with clarity, when you hold yourself with confidence, you send a signal that you are ready for more. And that signal cannot be ignored. Doors begin to unlock, resources begin to appear, and the flow of increase begins to accelerate. But hesitation sends the opposite signal. It says you are not ready. It says you doubt. It says you are still questioning your worth. Refuse to send that signal any longer. Stand in your worth, declare your increase, embody your vision. Every limit you once believed was permanent is breaking. You are not bound by your past. You are not defined by your mistakes. You are not chained to cycles that kept you stuck. Every moment you choose faith over fear, you rewrite your future. Every time you choose expectancy over doubt, you break another chain. And every time you choose to see yourself as worthy of abundance, you step closer to the reality that has been waiting for you all along. This is your moment to rise without apology, to believe without hesitation, to step forward without looking back. The shock that is about to hit your account is not random. It is the manifestation of everything you have been preparing for. It is the proof that your belief was not wasted, that your patience was not ignored, that your vision was not an illusion. It is the turning point where you stop waiting for blessings and start walking in them. From this moment forward, lack no longer defines you. Overflow is your new identity, and nothing can take it from you. You are walking into a reality where the things that once intimidated you will no longer hold power over you. The debts that once felt like chains will lose their grip. The anxiety that once stole your sleep will dissolve into peace. The fear of not having enough will be replaced by the confidence of knowing that more is always on the way. You will not be defined by what you lack, but by the abundance that overflows from your life. This shift will not only touch your account, It will touch your identity. It will remind you that you were never meant to live small, never meant to stay hidden, never meant to shrink yourself to survive. You were designed to expand, to grow, to carry increase without apology. What is coming to you is not about luck or coincidence. It is the direct result of alignment, the energy you have poured into believing, the patience you have shown in waiting, the faith you have held, even when nothing seemed to change. All of it has been adding weight to your breakthrough. And now the scale has tipped in your favor. The pressure you once felt is turning into momentum, pushing you into the overflow you have been preparing for. Every sleepless night, every tear, every sacrifice, it has not been in vain. It has been recorded and it has been answered. This increase will not only replenish what was lost, but multiply it. What you thought was gone forever will return in greater measure. What you thought you had missed will arrive at the perfect time. And what you once believed was too big to reach will now come to you with ease. The same God who sustained you in lack is about to surprise you with abundance. And when it happens, it will not feel forced. It will feel natural, like it was always meant to be, because it was. The key now is to expand your capacity to receive. Do not shrink your vision to fit your old circumstances. Do not lower your expectations to match what you see right now. Lift your vision higher. See yourself living free from stress. See your account overflowing. See opportunities finding you. See your life shifting in ways that exceed your imagination. The more clearly you see it within, the more quickly it will manifest without. This is not wishful thinking. It is creation. You are shaping your reality by daring to believe it before it arrives. Your account is not just about numbers. It is about freedom. Freedom to live without fear. Freedom to give generously. Freedom to focus on your purpose instead of your problems. That freedom is on its way to you now. And when it comes, you will not only breathe easier, you will step bolder. You will carry yourself differently because you will know that you are supported, resourced, and sustained in ways that can never be taken from you. Hold on to this truth. You are standing in the doorway of abundance. Everything you have endured has brought you here. Everything you have believed has prepared you for this. And now everything you have waited for is about to unfold. This is your moment. This is your shift. This is the season where your life transforms, your account overflows, and your destiny finally aligns with the greatness that has always been within you.